Saram everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 1, real numbers. So let's start with the introduction of real numbers. We already done number system in class 9. So in number system we learn about natural numbers, whole numbers, then integers, then rational number, let's look at the examples of natural number. So already we know about all this thing. So natural number includes what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the infinite. All the counting numbers are natural number. Whole number includes what? All the natural numbers including what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. All the infinite number starting with what? 0. So 0 is the smallest whole number, 1 is the smallest natural number. Now integers, it includes all the negative numbers and positive number. Like we can say -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and likewise. So all the infinite negative numbers, all the positive numbers including 0, all are what? Integers. Now rational numbers. All the numbers which are in the form of what? P by Q form, where Q is not equals to 0. So सारे P by Q form वाले numbers क्या होंगे? Rational number. For example, you can write any number 2 by 7, 3 by 8, 11 by 20. This all the numbers which are in fraction or in P by Q form. All are what? Rational number. Now the next thing, that is what? Irrational number. So let me write down the example here. 7 by 8, 9 by 19, 10 upon 17. Many other. So these are the examples of rational number. So now this all numbers, natural numbers, whole number, integer are all what? Rational number. If I write 3 is also a natural number, 3 is an whole number also, 3 is an integer also, and 3 is a rational number also. How 3 is a rational number? I can write 3 as what? 3 by 1. So this is also a rational number. So what I mean to say, all the natural numbers are present in what? All the natural numbers are present in whole number. All the whole numbers are present in integers. Integers represented by Z. And all the integers are present in what? Q. Q stands for rational number. So till this all numbers are what? Rational numbers. Now what are irrational numbers? The numbers which are not rational, all are irrational. Let me write down the irrational number example. Irrational numbers, I said the numbers which are not rational, this all are rational numbers. So other than this number, are what? Irrational number. For example, √2, √5, √7, √11, likewise. This all are what? Irrational number. So this all 4 type of numbers are what? Rational number, and this is what? Irrational number. All the irrational numbers are what? Decimally. If you convert these numbers into decimal, they are always what? Non-terminating, non-recurring. So these are what? All non-terminating, non-recurring numbers are what? Irrational number. So if we combine all the rational numbers and irrational number, so if we combine rational numbers and irrational number, we'll get what? Real numbers. So real number includes all this type of numbers. So real number includes natural number, whole number, integers, rational number and irrational number also. So collection of rational numbers along with irrational numbers is called real number. So this is the way we can know that what are real numbers. It includes all the types of number, including rational number and irrational number. This topic is very important for exercise 1.1. 1.1 is totally based on Euclid division lemma only. So let's try to understand its statement. First of all, Euclid division lemma. Euclid is a name of mathematician. Division, it's a division of any two integers. And lemma means what? It's a proven statement. जो statement prove किया जाता है, किया होता है पहले से. So as per the statement, for positive integer. So important part is what here? It is for positive integers a and b. There exists a unique integers q and r. If we divide a and b, तो उसको एक satisfy करता होगा two numbers आ रहे, two integers आ रहे, integer q and r, such that a is equals to bq plus r, where a is what? Dividend. We already done this type of equation in chapter 2, that is p of x equals to what? G of x into q of x plus r of x. But what is the difference here? Here these are what? Positive integers, but in this chapter we used to do the with polynomials. Now here a is what? It's a dividend. This is what? Dividend. B is what? Divisor. Q is what? Quotient. R is what? Remainder. So this is the condition which satisfying for any positive integer a and b with what? Q and r. And one more condition is here, that is remainder is always greater or equals to 0 or less than divisor. I am going to show you this with one of the example. Let's take one example here, and we are going to relate this equation. Suppose if I divide 43 by what? 6. 43 divided by 6. Definitely here it will come what? 7, and this is what? 42. Remainder is what? 1. So if I am going to write this 43, 43 is what? A. So here A is 43 and divisor is what? 6. A is 43, dividend, B is what? Divisor. This is what? Dividend, and this is what? Divisor. Now this is what? Quotient, and this is what? Remainder. So I can write this 43 as what? In the form of this. This is what? Euclid division lemma. A is equals to BQ plus R. A is what? 43. B is what? Divisor. Q is what? 7 plus R is what? 1. So we can write 43 as what? 6 7s are 42. 42 plus 1 is what? 43. So this is the way we can relate this relation between A and B. This is A, this is B, this is Q, and this is what? R. So this condition is what? Euclid division lemma. This is what its example. Now let me show you what is this. That divisor, remainder is always smaller than the divisor, or it will be greater than 0 or equals to 0. Let me show you with example this condition. Let's divide 42 by 6. Divide 43 by 6. Divide 44 by 6. 45 by 6. 46 by 6. 47. 48. So this one in number I am going to divide it by what? 6 only. Let's find out the remainder. 6 7s are 42, remainder is what? 0. 6 7s are again 42, remainder is 1. 6 again 7s are 42, remainder is 2. 6 7s are 42, remainder 3. 6 7s are 42, remainder 4. 6 7s are 42, remainder 5. 6 7s are 42, sorry, 6 8s are, it's not 7s are now, it will be what now? 6 8s are 48, so remainder is what? 0. If we look at all the remainder here to find out the relation, remainder are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 0. What does it mean? जो भी remainder यहाँ पे मिला are all less than what? 6. All the remainders are less than 6 or they are greater than 0 or equals to 0. या तो 0 है या तो 0 से बड़ा है. तो हमेशा रिमाइंडर क्या आएगा? जो भी डिवाइजर होगा उससे छोटा होगा या तो इक्वल्स टू 0 होगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट रिलेशन बिटवीन रिमाइंडर एंड डिवाइजर. So this is the way we can understand Euclid division lemma. Let's start with exercise 1.1. Question is, use Euclid division algorithm to find HCF. So here we have to find HCF of given number. For smaller number already we know how to find HCF. Just for example, if I take 12, what are the factors? The factors are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These are the factors of 12. If I take 18, its factors are 2, 3, then 6, 9 and 18 itself. So these are the factors of 12, these are the factors of 18. Write down common factors. Common factors are what? 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, even 6 is common, then nothing. So 1, 2, 3 and 6 are what? Common factors. Now I want highest common factor. Out of this all the factors, which is the highest one? Is what? 6. So I can see that 6 is the HCF of 12 and 8. But this method or prime factorization method is applicable for smaller number. Suppose if you get some number like 867 or 3220, it is not quite easy to do by this method of prime factorization. For that, this method is very applicable. Let's see how to solve this one by Euclid method. Let's start with first example. 1, 3, 5 and 2, 2, 5. So we have to do Euclid method. So two parts are there. One for a step and another for rough work. In rough work we have to do a division, long division we have to do. Always what we have to do? Which is the greater number of this? Larger is 225. So we are going to divide 225 by the smaller number. Always we have to divide the larger number by smaller number. So this is what dividend and this is what divisor. Now 135 how many times? 225. Definitely it will be 1 1 3 5. So by subtracting I'll get 0 9. So I got 90 as a remainder. So this is what divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder. Now what I have to do? Now this thing is going to divide. Again, जो divisor होगा वो क्या हो जाएगा? Dividend. The divisor becomes what? Now dividend. और जो remainder होगा it becomes divisor. Now 135 divided by 90. 90 ones are 90. So 5 as it is. 13 minus 9 is what? 4. So now 14 is the remainder. Now again whatever here divisor is there, it becomes what? Dividend. Dividend is how much? 90. So 45 2s are 90, already we know. 2s are. So last divisor. Last divisor is always what? HCF. जो ये calculation का जो last divisor होगा, this is the last divisor 45. So that is the HCF of number 135 to 25. But this is the only rough work. the way you have to write by using Euclid division lemma, that I am going to show you here. So this is a rough work which you have to do. Now, how to write down this one according to Euclid division lemma? Division lemma, we can write A is equals to what? BQ plus R. A means dividend, B divisor, Q quotient, and R stands for remainder. How many steps we have done? Just count it. It's step 1, step 2, step 3. So how many steps I'll get here? 3 steps I'll get. So first of all, A. What is dividend in the first step? 225. Now B. What is divisor? It's 135 into. What is the quotient? 1. What is the remainder in first step? 90. That's it. This is the first step. जो ये first calculation में आया, I have to write that only. This is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Now I have to write for the second step. This one. Now what is the dividend? 135. What is the divisor? 90. How many times? 1s are. What is the remainder? 45. So this is what? Second step. Now I have to start with third step. This one. Now what is the dividend here? 90. Now dividend, now divisor is what? 45 into quotient plus remainder 0. Once you got the 0, you have to stop doing the calculation. So once you got the 0, the last divisor is what? HCF of 135 and 225 is 45. So 45 is the HCF of number 135 and 225. So this is the way, this is what Euclid method to find what? HCF. If you can do this work directly without using this division, then also it's fine. But this is an important part. This part is what? It's a method to show what? Method to find HCF. So this is the way we can find question number 1. If you are in confusion to write this one, there is one more thing you can write. One more way you can write, that is, let me show you again. A is what? Dividend. Write down all the dividend. 225, 135 and 90. 225, 135 and 90. B is what? Divisor. Write all the divisor. 135, 90, 45. 135, 90, 45. Then write down all the quotient. What is the quotient? 1, 1, 2. So 1, 1, 2. Plus, plus, plus. What are the remainder? 90, 45, 0. 90, 45, 0. So this is the way also you can do Euclid method to find HCF. And the last divisor is what? HCF. So HCF of 135 and 225 is what? 45. So this is the way we can solve question number 1. Let's start with question number 3. What is question number 3? 867 and 255. So which one is greater here? 867. So 867 divided by what? 255. So I think it's 3s are 255, 3s are 15, 16 and 7. 7, 65. It's 2, 0, 1. Now second step. Now this divisor becomes what? Dividend. So divide by 255. So it's what? 2s are 1, 0, 4. So separate it. 5 minus 4, it's 1, 5, it's 2, sorry, it's 2 here, 204, 102 into 2, it's 204, 220. Now what next? This divisor becomes what? Dividend 102. You have to keep on doing till what? Till we get 0. तब तक हमें करते जाना है. 0 ना है तब तक we have to continue the division. Now 51 how many times? 51 2s are 102. Once you get the 0, it means our steps get over for our work. Now we have to write down the method. Now again it's according to Euclid's division lemma. We can write A is equals to BQ plus R. Now A is what? Let's write down with all the dividend first. 867, then 255, then 102. Now what are the divisor? 255, then 102, and last 51. Question number what? 3, 2, 2. So 3, 2 and 2 plus what is the remainder? Remainder is 102. Remainder is 51 and last remainder is what? 0, 0. So as I told you before, the last divisor. This is the last divisor. So last divisor होगा, that will be the HCF. So we can write HCF of 867 and 255 is how much? 51. So 51 is the HCF of third sum. So this is the way we can solve question number 3. Now the last one, that is second. Now the second one is what? 196 38220. Definitely this is what? 38220 divided by 196. Always you have to divide the greater number by smaller. It's 1s are 196. What is the remainder? It's 12, 6, then 17 means 8, or here, and here it's what? 1. As 196 two sides greater than 382. Now it's 186, it's not divisible by this, so take 2 here, because here still 2 numbers are there, we have to completely divide it. So now before 1862, it's almost near about, because 196 10 is how much? 1960, which is nearest to 1800. So let's start with what 9s are. It's 9s are 54, 81, 86, 7. So we can write here 9s are 1764. So it's what? 12, 8, 0. It's 12. It's 9, 0. How much I got? 98. One more 0 is there. You have to take the 0 here. It becomes what? 980. Now 980, 196, 5s are 6 5s are 30, 5s are 45, 48, 980. So exactly it's divisible by what? So here if you can see this 38220 is exactly divisible by what? 196. So in first step itself we got the remainder 0. So in this only one step we have to write, that is A is equals to Bx plus R. A is how much? 38220 equals to divisor 196 into 195 plus what is the remainder? 0, 0. So HCF of 196 and 38220 is what? 196, because this is the first and last divisor. जो last divisor होगा, that will be the HCF. So here we can say 196 is the HCF of both the number. So this is the way we can do question number first.